Okay, so I'm Stuart Childs from Teagasc, and I'm just going to talk to you about feeding your calf for the future. So calves are very, very important in terms of the foundation of your herd, be they beef or dairy, and colostrum is the foundation of calf health. So the colostrum 1, 2, 3 rule should be very familiar to people at this stage. 1 is using colostrum from the first milking for the first feed. 2 is giving colostrum within 2 hours of the calf's birth, and 3 is giving a minimum of 3 litres in that first feed. Our objective, as you can see down here, is that we have a target of 0.7 to 0.8 of a kilogram per day of growth, doubling the birth weight by the time the calf is 8 weeks. And colostrum feeding is the foundation stone for that. We get that right, and a lot of the rest of the growth phase will fall into place. The next step is to move on to the appropriate feeding rates. So it's very important that calves are fed enough so that they both grow and maintain themselves. So that objective would be to be feeding 6 litres a day, which is a minimum of 15% of their body weight from the start of the second week onwards. So they will be fed up to 5 litres a day for the first couple of days, and then from week 2 onwards they should move on to 6 litres in order to make sure that they continue to grow. They need to be fed at least twice a day for the first 4 weeks. If you are going to go on a once a day program, they need to be 28 days before you do move to that stage. Access to clean water will be covered at some of the other boards as well. And it is very, very important that calves have access to fresh, clean, piped water really, rather than water that's been brought to them, because 1, it's taking time to bring that water to them, and 2, they can dirty that very quickly. So if it's fresh water up high at the level that they're able to drink from, they're less likely to dirty it. The availability of concentrate is also important, and Michelle will cover that in relation to appropriate rumen development and so forth. But it is really, really critical that the rumen starts to develop from this 3-day phase, and meal and concentrate are very, very important in that, okay? Then in terms of the actual, I suppose we'll go to the milk replacer specifications first, because that's in terms of the movement of this. Protein content 23 to 26%. The protein sources need to be skim milk powder or whey protein concentrate, so milk-based ingredients are better. If we have more plant-based kind of powders, you will see poorer performance, or it doesn't perform as well. Fat content needs to be 16 to 20%, an ash content of 7 to 9%. Higher ash contents indicate poorer quality ingredients. Fibre content of 0.1 to 0.15%, and higher quality ingredients generally will mean that you will pay more for that milk replacer, because it's a higher price product going into it, it's going to be a higher cost to buy it. Finally, moving to the weaning phase, which is over a 2 to 3 week period maybe. More people are using calf feeders currently, and that's being controlled over a more prolonged period. But where we're still using bucket fed systems, we need to begin to wind down the calf in terms of their milk intake to help increase their concentrate intake. And we can start to do that when calves are eating 1 to 2 kilos of concentrate, but definitely a minimum of 1 kilo of concentrate per day when we can start weaning. We then start to wean by reducing the milk gradually over 7 to 10 days, so maybe cutting back a feed or reducing the amount that they're getting over a 7 to 10 day period. Various people do it different ways, but make sure that it's consistent in whatever way you do it. But reduce the milk volume, that will see an increase in the concentrate intake. You should see a noticeable increase in concentrate usage over that period. And then maintain that solid feeding then for 1 week post turnout. So it's about minimizing stress. So when we have the calf weaned or turned out even as well, we want to continue the diet in the same fashion as it was previously in order to smooth the transition, and then we can start changing practices at that point. Thank you.